Man, YouTube on the hate right now. Like, I'm literally watching it on my Chrome up there say that it's working. And then YouTube's little audio bar down here is not moving at all. So I'm actually going to try it one more time. Okay, so maybe this is better. I don't know. We're going to see. So, what I kind of wanted to go through is there's some like drama out in the field right now. And the drama in the field is like my boy Yusuf L and my boy Brandon Joe Williams, they're kind of going at it. And I don't understand why they're going at it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I guess one person sees one thing one way and one person sees something another. And I think more than anything, what should kind of be done is just a collaboration between the two of them. And more than a debate, there should be a conversation on what's working rather than someone's interpretation or viewpoint. Because again, law can be argued in several viewpoints. It's not just one. And I think that's what a lot of my people not understanding is that like take some time to kind of look back and check yourself and be humble. I think we all pay homage to Yusuf El being in the game for 20 years and doing what he's doing and doing what he has done. There's no doubt about that. And then I think Brandon Joe Williams, I think he's out here doing work and getting in the trenches too, just like Operation Wise Dome is. And a lot of other organizations out there. My boy David at San Joaquin and Brian at Here's the Deal. Everybody chilly over there at Delete Laws. Like, shout out my boy Paul as well. And, I think all of us out here really have that inner knowing. And I kind of be on the unity thing like I'm talking about, but like that needs to be not just between us and the police, but us within ourselves. Like if we all out here on this intellectual vibe where you really comprehending and growing within who you are, and you know that within, and it sparks so hard that you just have to find ways to bring it forth. And there's several different ways to do so. Then an unjust act will must it must respond in damages. It doesn't matter if it's through ignorance or design. That's that's how this works. So I think if we're talking in those type of manners, what ends up happening is saying, okay, well, let's get into an intellectual conversation rather than a debate on I'm fact checking you and you're here wrong. And it's like, hey, I wanted to bring up something that I was doing some research on and wanted to have a conversation with you about. You see, there's a difference there. There's a big difference. I don't know. I don't know why she keep doing this to me, but yeah, there's no uh I'm hoping that there's no like bad blood being spread because I feel like I've been wanting to talk to Yusuf L2 for a while. I did get to talk to him on the Instagram live last year at some point, right before I released my second book, Self Governing, bro. But we got one in the works right now based on procedure. So instead of having to just, you get more of a procedural route and outlook at how to really move and shake and bake. And I think I think Yusuf was talking about it briefly, but he was more like upset and wanting to talk like, you know. get on Brandon's ass about just Brandon being Brandon. People you gotta just let be themselves. You just gotta let them be who they are, bro. And I don't think everybody's gonna be always right about everything. From everything that I seen last year in 2025 over Operation Wise Domes, um, people that have come in and shared their story about everything they're going through, like their court procedures, their dismissals, just the whole 9 yards. What I've noticed is that courts are there's no solid thing when it comes to courts, especially across our nation. Like they are not uniform in any form or fashion. You have some that are, and they're all over. Then you got appellate, you got circuit, you got district, you got superior, you got municipal, you got all these different jurisdictional authorities, you know, and they all play a little bit different. And then you got the attitude of the prosecutor tied in with the judge and how they feeling. It's like it's all over the place. I've had it to where a wife is the judge of the city and her husband's the cop. Man, everybody should be calling in for disqualification, right? As soon as you come in, up conflict of interest. Judge, I'm sorry, but you're married to the chief who's having these tickets that was wrote by that police department. That's totally a conflict of interest. I've had that. That's what's crazy. It's wild out here, bro. But I'm calling for unity between Yusuf L and Brain Joe is. That's what I'm calling for. And I want to see more openness between everybody because um I don't know, man. We got this Discord popping off. This Operation Wise Dome ain't playing. Like this is some real deal. Like like our people are getting in here and getting their shit dismissed and going out and suing all on their own with our community. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. Like that's what's happening right now. Like people out here really learning and then applying that knowledge and then coming out here with the intent and knowing within of who they are. And then they bringing that forth in such an energy. That is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Because what is it doing? It's making our world better. It's making our nation better. It's starting to spread where people are like, bro, it's cool to be smart and know your rights and not be harassed. Nobody's trying to intentionally cause issues. Nobody's out here intentionally causing issues. These issues are being brought forth against us. Do you see? You're not the problem. You're actually the solution. But it's deeper than just like your status. I feel like your status is what you know you truly are and what you can invoke. To me, I don't even think it's necessarily paperwork at all. I don't think it's paperwork at all. I don't care if you're labeled a citizen or not. When you have a driver's license in place, I feel like that's a little bit different because they have that presumption. Then you got them silent contracts that you acquiescing to. It's a little bit different, but you know, got to move and shape to the best of your ability of knowing who you are first. Then you get to apply it. And so I feel like that's where Brandon Joe Williams and Yusuf L should be, is more on a uniform path. Because the more unity we have, the more smarter people we have, bringing everything tied in from all perspectives. And when you have all perspectives rather than just one perspective, it gives you an overall perspective to be able to apply anything where it needs to be applied. It's like, I'm not just going to be a Christian. Why am I going to limit myself to one religion when there's all forms of thought throughout time and existence in which I can apply? You see what I'm saying? If they're in alignment with natural law, it's good to go. Anything falls out of alignment with natural law, it's not good to go. It don't work. I love the process of this court system. Don't get me wrong. Millions of people died for it, for us to have it. Like for real, for real. I'm so excited for it. They don't constantly come for me. They don't constantly come for me. I don't have a lot of stops. They not constantly coming for me. Neil Jones says first thing is to separate from the system by any means. People can participate in the type of society that works best for them. And I mean, no one knows what will work until humans are free. I think you're free right now. I think you're free to choose. Nobody's forcing you. Um, they will sometimes come force you or try to attempt to force you. But again, is what do you know and what are you invoking? If you have some knowing and you have some invoking, and you apply those instantaneously, you put yourself in a real good position of protection, so that nothing really gets violated. But if you hooping and hollering, you know how these how human emotions get tied into it. I think it's different. But y'all know, like on my Hood River situation, how I had just really convinced him. Like he put me in handcuffs. I had to ask him, like, "Hey, can you take these? Excuse me, can you take these handcuffs up off of me?" And he's like, "You gonna be cool now?" I was like, "Bruh, I've been cool this whole time. Like, what you talking about? Like, I've been cool this whole time. What you talking about?" So it's just weird sometimes how people act, and you just have to, again, know your personality types, vibe out with kind of moving and shaking, and knowing that you're gonna convince that person that, hey, everything's cool here. We don't have no issue. I've committed no crimes. Just now landing in Houston. Okay. So my boy's about to get to his spot and then we'll get back to our appointment. And yeah, you gotta really understand like this situation right here. My boy, I would share my screen right now and share it, but nah, you know what? I will. Actually, I'm gonna share my screen. What we got going on? I do the entire screen, sure. I gotta pull this one out though. Yeah, that one go out. And then okay, let's see. I wonder if this plays. So this is in a Discord. Okay, we in Operation Wise Dome Discord right now. You'll notice he golden or orange because he's an Operational Wise Dome member. If you want to become an Operational Wise Dome member, I think you have to. Oh, the link is in my description. I think that's all I did. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I did. Hopefully, I didn't put 36 in that bad boy. But it's bio.site/CJW. And you can join Operation Wise Dome right here. Okay, it says right there, Operation Wise Dome, and you get access to when you come into Operation Wise Dome. As soon as you become a member, you get access. I send over all my books, all my PDFs, like everything. Then you get all the exclusive emails on the back end, and you get full access to the Discord. So, like full access, bro. So Cisco, he just got this dismissal. I wanted to show y'all this because this is what like the people who be hating on us. This is what they do. They come here and they'll like show the front end of the situation where the cops are violating people's rights, but then they don't show the court successes that people have. And that's kind of like the thing. They don't be showing that. That's the problem. Oh yeah, look, they're getting away with beating up people and breaking windows and like that's what people just think because then they don't pay attention on the back end. It's kind of like, well, let me see. I just hosted that one chick. The DUI one where they said she was drunk. That was the whole point of pulling her out the car and doing all this when all they were supposed to do is issue the citation and be on their way. That's true case law. Like that's how this rolls. Her cancer patient, she in radiation therapy. She telling them, and they pull her up in the car and arrest her. Well, guess what? That DUI was beat. What ended up happening? The lawyer ended up doing a plea for her, having her do a plea. You see what I'm saying? They hit her. She got away with the DUI, right? They say she got away with the DUI. No, she beat the DUI because she was not drinking. Yet the presumption was brought forth that she was drinking. That eliminates everything else. Anything after that point is fruit of the poisonous tree. So the obstruction cannot stand whatsoever. Dig what I'm saying? That's how that works. Oh, wait. So now we showing on Cisco's. That's what I was gonna do. Entire screen. I gotta turn on my audio though. Screen one. And I gotta turn this off. Is it showing yet? No. I said entire screen, bro. Okay, entire screen, sure. All right. Oh, I was down there. Oh, okay. Let's come back over to the Discord. All right. So homeboy got his. Now she says she wrote on here real quick, states motion to dismiss. And this what she say. The prosecutor. She say, officer no longer employed by the city. That's what she say. Officer no longer employed by the city. Okay. And she came and wrote it real quick. Now let's watch why she came and did that real quick.
You have a speeding case and you asked for it to be set for a jury trial, correct?
Well, I've already put some motions and an abatement, and I put a whole. I submitted a whole bunch of information to the clerk, and an order to dismiss it as well.
Okay, and I'm gonna guess that those motions and orders have been denied?
No, I mean you guys never reviewed them. I did my physical performance, but that's about it.
Notice of motion and hearing and demand for state response. Please.
A motion, notice to demand for state response. They never responded, bro. You see what I'm saying? These prosecutors get out here and start having to get to work in relation to really what's going down. This is what happens. She gonna say officer no longer works.
Maybe that's the individual and okay.
If that was the case, why didn't she just go ahead and hand this to him already then? Then she calls out the point. That homeboy was using creator endowed rights or stating that he was a sovereign individual, right? She's saying sovereign individual. So she tripping out on homeboy using sovereign individual. But it's a sovereign individual endowed by his creator with certain unalienable rights, appearing specially and not generally before this honorable court to present a notice of demand to dismiss as unconstitutionally applied in the above captioned manner. Finish the sentence. Don't just say a small little thing. Go ahead and get out here on the meaning of the substance of what is being brought forth. Because all of that being brought forth is quite a lot in legalese. It's how you're bringing forth. Let's see, let's come down. Let's see my boy.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to dismiss your case, not because of any of this stuff, but because the officer who wrote you the ticket is no longer with the city.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So why didn't you do this before? Like, why are you waiting until now? I don't know. It's a little sus to me. Little sus to me. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That's how that went. So we got dismissal today.
Okay.
You did? She's telling me that's the prosecutor.
You can go.
She taking it over to the judge to get signed by the judge. And that's the end of that.
Oh, do I sit down?
You can say here, it's gonna be a signature and a stamping, so.
Signature and a stamp. Well, here go that signature and stamp they talking about right here. Yeah, you did. Yeah, that signature and that stamp. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that signature and that stamp of that dismissal again. Mm-hmm. Another one. Another one today. Like we got receipts, y'all. Y'all can't. I can't wait till Joe come on. When Joe come on, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna trip out. Joe got a whole thing, bro. Let me see. Joe got a whole thing, bro. Homeboy went all the way to trial, got the dismissal. You dig? Look at my boy. We gonna be hosting him. Oh man, where's the picture, bro? I just wanted the picture, my guy. What? Bro, what the heck? Come on, man. Dang, bro. Bro, the picture's not even on there, bro. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to come back in Discord. So this what's cool about Discord. I ain't tripping. I know where to find stuff at. Y'all need to join the Discord, man. I don't know what y'all got going on. Look at everybody talking. We be going. This is just in the general chat though. Man, y'all got to get up in here, man. Then we have Operation Wise Dome meetings. We be talking about everything. Where's Joe's? Look, man, we be in it, bro. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was another dismissal we just had. Man, we've been getting this year started off lovely, bro. Like we've been hitting for real. Joe did not get this far back. What? This is crazy. Man, yeah, we be really chit-chatting. Yeah, it is. It's right here. Look at everybody showing some love too on the dismissal. Look at all the emojis. Oop, I got something to catch up on. Get up real quick. Yeah, we all across the board now. Y'all got to get into the Discord. Okay, here. Y'all only gonna come in as Wise Noobs though. If you want full access to everything, you gotta become a Wise Dome member, bro. But there goes the link in the chat right now for the Discord. Y'all come in for free. Y'all come in for free right now. It's right there, bro. There's the link. It's in the Discord. I mean, it's in the chat. Y'all join. It's lit in here, bro. We be going in. It'd be fun, bro. Look at all the love, though, and support for my boy Joe. All right, let's check it out. He's coming on this Saturday. Talk about it. We already got it lined up. It's gonna be good, y'all. Like this one is gonna be fire. Y'all gotta understand what happened to Joe. Joe. The music's gonna be too loud. Joe ended up getting charged with an unauthorized practice of law, bro. Like literally got charged with unauthorized practice of law. Like how you gonna do that? The situation is crazy, man. And my boy got found not guilty, straight up, all on his own. You see, attorney is waived marked on there, right? Homeboy defended himself, or should I say, presented himself. I order that the charge is dismissed with prejudice. Judge. They did some real bad. Homeboy spent 16 days in jail for this. 16 days. You know how much homeboy is about to bring a civil suit for? This ain't no joke out here. Homeboy spent 16 days in jail for no reason. Never been in trouble in his life, bro. Like, never been in trouble in his life. It's pretty wild to me. Homeboy's going for it. He's going for it all the way. And he gonna get it too. So y'all join up on the Wise Dome. Let me see if anybody's joined up so far. If y'all show up. Oh, I see some of y'all. Oh, someone came in. What's up, Rob Francis? Add roll. I'm gonna add him as a Wise noob. You in this thing, Rob? You in this thing, Rob? Mm-hmm. See, we got the traffic law for petition right here. Where is that? Where the link at? Oh my. Oh, right here. Duh. Bro, it's right in front of you. Wake up. We got 1,883 people who have signed it so far. We really need to get this up to 100,000. No cap. before it really has a true effect, we have to get it up to 100,000. And I don't know how to do that except just really keep speaking about it and pushing it forth. I'll give y'all the link. Hopefully this works. I gotta pull it real quick. Hold on. Get it all the way. Copy. And then I come down here. Paste. There y'all go. Yeah, we got to get this petition going. This petition is very important because I mean, look at what this, look at what the senator said.
Can a police officer well, let me try this another way. If I'm walking down the street and a police officer wants to stop and talk to me, can he just stop and talk to me for any reason?
Senator, you can seek your consent to stop and talk to you.
What if I don't consent?
If you don't consent, then the officer needs to have a reasonable articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed, will be committed, and be able to articulate that to justify the stop.
Okay. Then how come police officers can set up a roadblock and stop 500 people to see if they have liability insurance?
My understanding is that the Supreme Court has ruled that those types of stops, when generally applied, are conducive to good order and policing.
Why? They're still stops, aren't they?
Senator, in my 8.5 years as a prosecutor, I've not had to litigate the adequacy.
I know. I'm just asking you what you think. I mean, isn't that pretty intrusive? What if I'm in a hurry to pick up my kid from school and I don't have time to wait for 10 minutes? And I don't want to wait anyway. Why? If a cop can't just stop me on the street, why can they stop me and check my insurance?
Senator, as far as my personal belief, I haven't encountered that.
I'm just asking you legally, why can they do that?
Again, I haven't encountered that issue, so I don't have the research on that.
Bro can't answer. Bro can't even speak right now. He don't know what to say. He caught up so bad, he can't speak on that. Because if he speaks on that issue any more than what he is right now, he shoots himself in the foot. Because it don't make sense. That's why he can't speak on it. It don't make sense. Morally and correctly, it does not make sense. Nobody can make sense of this nonsense, bro.
Senator.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen.
So that's why we need traffic law reform. Because again, we need to start decriminalizing or get the decriminalization of all these minor administrative violations that are harming people in such a way that they cause them to lose their job. People be like, well, just pay it. Sometimes people don't got that, bro. Like, what don't you understand? And even such, there's a system that's way better that doesn't constantly tax the people. And everybody be like, well, you got to pay the taxes for the roads type vibes. It's like, bro, no, you don't. You understand? You already pay a gas tax. We already paying a whole bunch of state taxes. Traffic stops are unlawful as long as you are not posing a safety risk to the public. That means you're freely moving about with caution. You abiding by all of the speed limits and the signs, all the stop signs, all of that stuff. You being safe. My auntie out there, my mama out there, grandma out there. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all being safe for all of them. You're being respectful. There's limits for a reason. Because we're trying to respect everybody of all ages on the roadways. Okay? That's the first thing. To me, you got to abide by speed limits, man. That's part of it, bro. It's the safety of all. Why wouldn't you want to do that? You're going to get old too, hopefully. God willing. So why not just be the best and most, safe on the road for everybody? Duh. My thing is the administrative fees that are constantly imposed against people. And then the other one, is the so-called colorable law power or authority that the state seems to want to impose upon a person, which gives this person the right to take another person's car because something doesn't say is correct in the system, even though nobody's been hurt. That's my problem. I mean, the authority in these traffic stops is already pretty limited, according to a lot of case law, y'all. There's a lot of case law. I mean, you heard Homeboy say, you did hear Homeboy say up here, though, when he was talking, that guy, what's his name?
Police officers can set up a roadblock and stop 500.
To stop and talk to you.
What if I don't consent?
If you don't consent, then the officer needs to have a reasonable articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed, will be committed, and be able to articulate that.
All right. Now, you have to understand something. Okay. What is a crime? You see this? The phrase traffic violations are not crimes comes out of People versus Battle to minor infractions. Okay. They're not criminal, bro. Hear me? They are not criminal. Traffic infractions are not crimes, my dude. That's not how this works. See, y'all out here, all these cops and sheriffs and stuff that's out here like, I'm not trying to diminish you or put you down, or I'm really trying, I'm calling for knowledge and unity of our nation. That's what I want. So, and would like to see, and I think we can do it. I don't think that's a problem here. I think it's very easily achievable. So if we can get into the point of saying, hey, law enforcement or colorable law enforcement, statute enforcement, revised codes enforcement, if we can get y'all to kind of lax on the violence to the people, that'd be helpful. We'd be very thankful of you. Hopefully you start caring a little bit more about your community and what actually spirals and occurs to your people within your community because of the situations, you know, that you have discretion, right? We know you got discretion, right? You got discretion. You don't have to do what you're doing, but you kind of still do it. It's like, it's weird to me. It's weird. It's weird to want to see another person hurt off of something like money. That's weird. Like you like seeing other people get hurt and harmed for no reason at all. It's kind of weird, bro. We in a weird America right now. But our creator and thou right still reign. And that's what's still supreme. Natural law. Let's see what else is in oh, I'm not gonna share everything with Joe. Nope. I'm about to get back in the Discord. Y'all gonna have to see me in there. I see 2 more people just joined. What's up, Zeke? Add you up right now, bro. Schmickle, Wickle, I got you right now, bro. Welcome to Wise Zone. Yep, Wise Noob, got y'all in there. Here we go, the link again for the Discord. I don't know if it's gonna paste or not. Let me see. Well, that's the traffic law reform. Y'all can have that one. I'm gonna sign that petition. Sorry, I ain't ate all day, y'all. I had to get me some tomatoes. Then come back over. I gotta put this in the chat. Hold on. There's the Discord link. It's in the chat. I saw some people joining, so I was giving them access. It's pretty exclusive, bruh. Yeah, if you have misconduct, that's weird because that misconduct seems to fall in line. I would have to search the context of misconduct within legalese and case opinions to be able to get a wider scope of what misconduct would mean and in what application. Because I think there must still be some sort of particularized application to said enforcement. Like, is a one a resident? Did they rebut the residency? Is there a contract in place such as your driver's license? And or did you surrender it or rescind it? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of variables. But I mean not to where it can't be taken care of easily. But misconduct, man, nah. Misconduct falls into I would think misconduct is going to fall in relation to an actual contract and or involuntary servitude. Again, if you're trying to tell me what to do, like I'm required to do something, that's totally against it's totally against natural law. Period. You can't lay the argument of, well, for public safety. I don't care what you label, public safety or not. I don't have to do what you tell me to do. Period. That's not how this works. That's not this reality. You can try and enforce that opinion upon me, but once it's rebutted with a sound gate and barrier, you can't get through that. But you got to build that barrier first by, judicial notice. Notice is everything, man. You got to give notice. A judicial notice will do real good for you. Well, to build a national system, again, you have to have the people speak and feel convicted enough about the changes that are needed. And it's not about necessarily decoding, it's about applying. So we're all in a constant state of learning as we're in this state right now currently where we see everybody getting enlightened and utilizing the technology as far as AI is concerned to learn more easily than they ever have before, and particularly individualized directly for their situations and or state. And information is really available right now. And I don't think it's about decoding the fraud. I think everybody wants some kind of conspiracy to kind of dive down into and learn, but it's all about learning. And while the whole system is the way that it's built, which is really jacked up, of course, I think the process as far as the law is concerned is okay in a sense. There's a lot of people that aren't honoring their oaths, of course, across the whole spectrum, whether it's like law enforcement or judges. We just beat up a UPL from a judge that just kind of made up some stuff and put something on my boy. So it's kind of crazy. But at the same time, people always want to find the deeper depths as they're learning. So even though it seems like, Neil, like you've gotten to a certain decoding point where you figured it out and you know that you're feeling, maybe it seems as though maybe by that question you're feeling kind of hopeless, but you got to understand everything's in constant change. And right now is the best time for traffic law reform as we come into this autonomous vehicle sector time period in our life to where we can make the necessary changes in the proper format. So we just stop this endless barrage of having people's property taken from them, which just a lot of the time spirals into worse issues for our communities, especially if they ain't putting the public at a safety risk. It don't make sense to me to harm someone to take their property just because they don't have something in the systems marked as accurate or active, like up to date, Yeah, words of art in terms of art. But really, like, if you think about the 48 laws of power, you got 33 strategies of war, Robert Greene. It's all about reading the personality type of the officer and or judge And then again, being like bamboo. So instead of a strong oak, it's always out there tripping. When the wind blows, you know what I'm talking about? When the wind blows, bro, it blows. You understand that? It blows. Strong oak gonna break. It's gonna split in half, bro. You out there as a bamboo. Bamboo gonna sway with the wind, my guy. Take what they give to you and then figure out not how to combat, but how to maneuver to where your points still come through. It's weird. Chili say I'm like an anomaly. That's not, no, it's just we've gotten to the point where we have to be so stiff about everything now. Everything's so stiff. It's our way or the highway. And if we just a little bit more fluid in our actions towards others, the way that we operate, the way that we can show love, we can show gratitude. See, by showing love, you're showing gratitude to the great creator because you understand that the person in front of you is, in essence, the great creator. For all is the I am. So I look at every single person as God. Sorry. Maybe that's why Yusuf El says peace to the gods. Because he understands like all is I am. That may be something for real. I don't know. I have to ask him. What do y'all think he say? The people are conditioned not to comprehend this stuff. That's not true. I mean, they are conditioned, yeah, propagandized, but it's not very hard. It's easy. You're a creation of the creator, and you have definite rights that supersede and are above all constitutional construction of colorable law. Go read Title 40, Title 18, Section 242. And there's a wherefore clause that was removed from that. It's still in the act, though. And there's major moves going on right now in relation to qualified immunity and how big of a problem it is to do the right thing. Because then you're giving access to all these people who got their things denied based on qualified immunity, when qualified immunity was never supposed to be put in the first place. No, it's not rational. What needs to actually happen is a educational course that every law enforcement agency, including the sheriff's office, needs to start abiding by, where they teach just really sound case law. Rodriguez states you're not supposed to extend the stop beyond a de minimis amount of time to issue the citation. Long states on a valid Terry stop, so there's one element, right? A valid Terry stop. So the Terry stop must be valid in the first place. To ask one out of the vehicle, they must have reasonable articulable suspicion of a danger or that person being dangerous to them. It's a plain view doctrine, a gun, a knife, something that's dangerous. Not I'm feeling uncomfortable and I'm asking you to step out of the vehicle. That's not how this works. I don't care how you feel. Like your feelings ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not stepping out of the vehicle. I've committed no crime. This is not a valid Terry stop if we're really talking about a crime. Because we just read again, everything in legalese is very definite. I like Terry versus Ohio. Chile wants to overturn it. I don't want to overturn it. Why? Because it says reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime. Specific. That definition defines in itself injury in fact. Look up the term injury in fact in Cornell, or harm, where there is a corpus delicti. Easy terms. This is not hard for people to understand. A corpus delicti is what? A body or substance of a crime, meaning someone is hurt. That someone would have to come and sign a verified complaint saying you are the person who did this. That is a sworn affidavit, what they are doing. So they are the verified complainant signing a sworn affidavit, being there for the corpus delicti, or the body of the crime. It's very simple. These are all legal terms, though. When you get to understand that, what you're starting to understand is that it's the corporation coming against you, the people. Well, they're incentivized to ticket you. Well, that's a lack of ratification of commencement. Like it's all fadangled. It's all up in the air. But really, all you truly got to start doing is asking the right questions. And with the right people, getting out here and pushing for that, a little bit more of the substance of, all right, let's get our comprehension right. Like let's move and shake and bake with like morality here. Let's actually stop harming our people. Let's actually stop jailing people who have really truly committed no crimes. They're infractions. Why can't we teach the people that they're infractions rather than teaching them that they're crimes? Well, because it benefits a corporation. That's not cool, bruh. Like we can do better than that, right? As a society. Ain't this America? That's all I want. I think that's what a lot of people want. They just want to be, they don't want to be told what to do no more in that regard. Like, I'm required to pay you just to do something that is free for me to do. It's my God-given, natural, unattainable, unalienable right. So, I'm not saying weapons are not illegal, but, they scary. So by being scared because of the situations that they're in, and I guess you could say the same thing. Well, I'm scared because these people are known to kill cops. So it makes it for a real tough situation. I'm just saying currently what's in place as far as even for them to ask you out of the vehicle, they have to have something dangerous. There has to be some posed safety risk. If there ain't no posed safety risk, then what we talking about? We talking about you just essentially telling me to get out the vehicle for the benefit of you rather than myself. And they go breaking windows. Like, what's going on out here? Hello? Why y'all breaking my window? Because I said I'm not getting out. Like, how's that work? Hello? So, yeah, it's insane. And traffic law reform is where we're at. And so as we keep pushing forward, I think this week I'll probably do another live, not right now, but not this week, because tomorrow Friday. I don't know, maybe Friday. Maybe I'll do it in the morning. Yeah, I ain't got the girls tonight. Okay, so yeah, I'll do it tomorrow morning, and we'll do an update on Hood Rivers case, the docket, everything that's been filed in on that bad boy. It's pretty cool, bro. We've been moving, we've been shaking. They try to hit me for a summary judgment. I wish I could share with y'all the depositions. I can't yet. So y'all gonna have to chill on those. They're actually pretty funny. There's a lot to talk about. I ain't watched them in a while, but they're the best. They're good. I love doing those depositions. We got to do depositions here soon with Washington State Patrol against Hovinghoff and Schwarzenberger, whatever this dude's name is. And yeah, we'll get depositions with them and see what kind of vibes they want to be on. If they just want to go ahead and settle this bad boy or what, because there's really it is what it is. It's cold cut. You harass someone sitting on the side of the road for no reason. It's all for caretaking. I just wanted to make sure you're okay. But I actually came here to create a crime scene and arrest you. It's like, dude, what you doing? Like, I'm out of my own business. You come and mess with me, and now I'm getting arrested because I don't want to tell you my name? Damn. That's crazy. That's what we're fighting. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.